into game number 2. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Starting over here at the top left side of merry-go-round, we have the Protoss player representing Prime. It is State. State, of course, he's playing against his opponent located at the top right side of the map in the red. It is Evil Genius EGSuppy. Now, for those that watched that game number 1, they do, I have to admit personally, man, those are near perfect place force fields. And like I said, losing, I think those lings was a pretty big factor, because imagine right now, if all of those lings, once again, were saved, if you kept them around somehow, he had that support with the mutas, well, what could have happened there, you know? At the same time, the same question could have been pondered, well, you know, if in fact those lings weren't distracting and they were on the other side of the map, you know, getting killed, if State just moved out and attacked, would EGSuppy have enough time to be able to defend? I feel like losing that 4th hatch was inevitable, but I actually anticipated State to be recalled back after that 4th hatch went down. So I was very shocked and surprised that he actually took that fight. But it looks like he just had enough grit and fight in him to be able to take it. Very confident too, by the way. Very confident to make a decision like that. Personally, when I looked at it, I didn't feel that read of the continued fight. I would have just I would have tucked my tail between my legs and gone home. So State opening up with double gas. Gonna be going for the gateway expand, of course. Meanwhile, EGSuppy over here dropping down hatch first. Ooh. Man, oh man, are you've got to be happy that you're not playing against somebody like Saravati. You got to be happy that you're not playing against somebody like Stardust, or man, like King Controller, somebody, man, because those guys, they will consistently open up, you know, cannons up, forge fast expand. Now, drone, of course, will come down here for EGSuppy. We'll see what kind of reaction he has to spotting out this pylon. Will he bring another one down, or how many drones? Typically, we might see 2 more. Yep. Oh, look at that, 2 more. Yep. Typically, we'll see 2 more. Of course, patrol move on the backside as well to prevent any additional structures from getting formed. And I feel like EGSuppy, for the most part, realizes, well, false alarm. We canceled it. No chance of a cannon rush. We won't even worry about it. We could check back in a couple seconds, but at this point, he should be safe. State, meanwhile, looking to take his own Nexus right now. Bada boom, bada bang, gets it. It's a big map, man. Still a pretty big map. Even for a 3-player map, it's still pretty big. On this map, I feel like it is a little bit trickier to be able to grab your 3rd base and keep it. It really depends actually where you take it, because you technically could take it down at the lower side, just a little bit further away from your opponent. Put up the wall off over here rather than take it up north. Because when you take the base up here, you're really risking being caught out in the open. You're gonna have to make that wall off more just to defend the cannon if you take a 3rd base. But at the same time, we could just be seeing aggression out of State at the same time. Maybe some form of 2-base play. The dude is good with his Blink Stalker, so wouldn't be surprised if we maybe have some +2 Blink Stalker action, +1 Blink Stalker action. Couple lings trying to chase down after the probe. Looks like Stalker will be able to chase it down before it gets up to the high ground. So the old lings do get up far enough to be able to spot a couple gates, as well as also the Nexus, but what it's not going to spot is that 4th gate, and that is a huge gate right there, because that 4th gate means State is looking for aggression. The gateway research is about 1/4 of the way done, and as long as he's able to access and get pylons up out on the map there, we see that probe. You gotta be pretty on top of your you-know-what, so we'll see how EGSuppy decides to go at it. He's grabbing his gases just right now at his natural. I feel like this is going to come a lot sooner than he expects it. There's 8... Is there 8 lings? Yeah, there's a total of 8 lings out on the map. Queens, of course, going to try to help out as much as they possibly can. But as you can see already, a little bit of HP getting picked off on them. Really what he's hoping right now is to be able to get 50 energy on the Queen so he could actually transfuse the other one. Now, first forward pylon getting placed right now. Stalker's still trying to get a little bit of damage done and forcing the lings off of creep. Lings will just continue chasing, but if there's that warping that comes in, that could spell a little bit of trouble. Now, Stay back at home, drop down a Twilight Council, as well as also picking off the Overlord. Overlord spots Twilight Council, and total of Still looks like 4 gates out on the map. Is it, what is he doing right now, State? Are you going for blink or are you going for the follow-up? Are you faking me out? The dude is like playing mind games with me right now. The dude is playing straight mind games with me. It is a full wall off though, so I think it's taken out. Speed just underway right now for Suppy. Stalker once again getting chased out. Hopefully it doesn't get bodied into death. Nope, we'll be able to keep it alive. If Suppy was very, very aware at the very tail end, he would have seen 5 total Stalkers. So we'll see how he decides to prepare for this. He produces a few more Lings. He's got layer upgrade underway. Blink getting added on as well as the Forge. So this is a very awkward kind of a mid-timing coming out from State. Because the Blink is still pretty far away. The speed is just about to finish. This is going to be one of those moments where there's going to be too many speedlings out on the map, or there technically should be too many speedlings out on the map, and he ends up surrounding and forcing a recall out of his opponent. Or maybe that's just generally what State is looking for too as well. Got a couple zealots along the way getting added on. Back at home we do have the cannon walled off by the Zealot right now. Actually, that wasn't a full wall off, I'm sorry. Looks like a Zealot was able to fit through there. Adding in some sentries, a huge influx of speedlings trying to get over here. It's too much for the Stalkers alone, but with the help of sentries, those Blink Stalkers could do quite a bit of damage and can turn up, can turn out to be pretty elastic units. There's another warping right now, a huge spiral of units coming out over here. Oh, State. Oh, Suppy didn't go for the attack. Suppy really trying to avoid it. He doesn't want to get force fielded in again. 15 drones in production, +1 underway, +1 Roach. Sorry. Did I just say +1 Roach speed? Roach speed as well. All the pylons in the front will get taken out right now, so State getting close to getting blocked, but not too close. Third base is underway, starting to already add on additional gates over here. +2 upgrade and as well Dark Shrine getting added on, so you can of course buy him a little bit of time. He does have a couple forward pylons still available for him to use, especially this one very close to this third base location. We take a look and see the Creeps Hammer hasn't extended its way up until now. There we go. Pylon now is within his vision. We'll see if he goes to hunt it down. There's Spore Crawlers, Queen's in position, so the hatchery itself should be okay. Other hatcheries almost in a similar position. One Queen can't exactly handle a DT perfectly, but at the same time, you're helping your own cause now. By getting that pylon out of the way, you're helping your own cause. We'll see if he uses this one right here to warp in a couple of DTs just to be able to harass this building 4th hatch, or just keep tabs on it. Because right now, for the most part, State doesn't know that there's a hatchery right here, so you could technically just send a DT over here to be able to hold its place. And then once it comes to hold its place, he's going to find out there's a hatchery over here. 8 additional Hydras, 7 more getting added on underway, +1 just about done missiles, as well as the +1 range. Robotics Bay getting tacked on, +2 just about done, charge as well. Archon getting formed, so he's utilizing the DTs for the Archon form. And of course, Archons can do a pretty good amount of damage against the Lings. Can soak up a lot of damage as well, and that's actually more important than anything else at this point. It gives something. It gives it gives the opportunity for the Stalkers to jump behind something. Meanwhile, over here we were talking about the DTs potentially coming over to spot for the 4th hatch, and it looks like he did, but not able to get it down in time. Coming over with the Overseer takes it down, but you could already see a lot of damage done to his hatchery. You might need to bring over some healthy queens to be able to transfuse it, and we'll see when Suppy actually looks over. We'll see if indeed he does. And hatchery might go down. There is an attack on the other side, but Suppy doesn't transfuse it. So loses the fourth hatchery over here, three base to three base, and more gates getting warped in, and more units getting warped in as well. Force fields are almost near perfect in terms of their necessity and position. Blink Stalker's really doing a wonderful job of staying away from the Hydras. Hydra speed is just about done, but there's not a lot of them left. I think honestly he could have Blink on top of them and chase them down, and there we go, he does. It is a little bit of a bait in this sense, because if you do jump on top of the Hydras, they just turn around and start attacking you, but if you have the necessary units to be able to deal with that and be able to blink away, you can fight and chase him down. I feel like, yeah, that, I guess you just have to wait for, like I said, I would expect him to jump. He did jump, so that's the general premise or the general idea, but at the same time there is that threat if he just turns around automatically. You could lose a few units. Now DT slips on by to the third base, able to get a little bit of damage done on the support card, but that's about it. Suppy, though, again, he is stuck to three bases. He doesn't have that fourth base economy, doesn't have gas number 7, doesn't have gas number 8. We already see the Colossus range and +3 underway. And I'm telling you, man, once a Colossus number starts getting a little bit higher, unless he's got an, another option in terms of, Vipers or Mutas or Mass Corruptors, I'm going to be really worried for this army. This is a very light army right now on Suppy's end. He's got Lings, Hydras, and that's about it. It's not a composition that's exactly going to win you the game, and now especially when you have Colossus and Charge Loss. If the Lings get cleared out of the way pretty quickly, what's going to be aggroing the attention of the Hydras, and that's going to be the Charge Lots. And meanwhile in the back, the Colossus is just kind of LOLing away, and the Stalkers as well. And Mothership Core does get snapped. Good pickoff right there from Suppy. Just trying to get the concave on all of these units. This is actually quite a bit of army value right now from Suppy coming up over here to the third base. Does the state have enough? He's trying to fight through there. He's trying to get up to the Colossus, and Blink Stalker's also trying to get out of the way. Charge Lot's now able to aggro the Hydras, and both players having issues on different fronts. On the top side right there, the Hydras are able to push on through, forcing some of the other units to go back, but on the bottom side, as you saw, the Charge Lots did a magnificent job of pushing back, and now with another additional warp, and it looks like for now Conan will be pushed back, dropping down to 109 supply, and that's actually more than enough for him to GG out of this game. State takes a series 2-0, and he's going to be facing off, if I'm not mistaken,